DuPont innovation lowers LCOE by increasing cell efficiencies and system lifetime while reducing total system cost. Materials matter.
Hello and welcome to the PV Tech Newscast. The top stories this week are mostly all good news, as several different research companies suggest that a period of stability is on its way for the PV industry, with global capital spending on the rise and module manufacturers cautiously planning capacity expansions. The European solar market is set to stabilise in the final quarter of 2013 after 18 months of turmoil, according to the latest data from NPD SolarBuzz. Its latest European quarterly report predicts that quarterly PV demand will show a very modest increase in Q4 this year, following a string of declines. The firm predicts this stability will continue into 2014, with quarterly demand remaining at a steady level of around 2.5 gigawatts. Suzanne von Eichberger, analyst at NPD SolarBuzz, said the downturn in European solar PV industry is now bottomed out, with the quarterly demand volatility of the past soon to be replaced by more stable end market dynamics. The European market has been battered in recent years with the combination of the downturn, the Eurozone crisis, and the uncertainty generated by the anti-dumping trade dispute all taking their toll. The UK, France, Italy and Germany are expected to lead the modest recovery. At the same time, clean technology market research and consultancy firm Navigant Research has stated that 2013 will be the year of stabilisation for the global PV market. Despite trade wars and incentive cuts, further price reductions are predicted as PV is expected to be cost competitive by the end of the decade in most countries. The report also predicts that annual PV installations are to double in capacity from 35.6 gigawatts to 73.4 gigawatts by 2020, with annual revenue surpassing $134 billion at that time. The market will mature and develop mainly by the growth of non-distributed solar. Distributed solar is to account for less than half of all installations by 2014, and through to 2020, non-distributed solar will make up for more than half the market. Navigant also say that the market will shift from Europe to the Pacific, with major market opportunities cited specifically in Chile, South Africa and Saudi Arabia. Another market research firm, IHS, also recently predicted that emerging markets' installed capacity will double by 2017, with Thailand leading the pack. Global capital spending is set to increase at a higher rate than previously expected, according to market research firm IHS. Higher end market demand and severely restricted capex over the last 2 years has seen manufacturers up and down the supply chain experience higher utilization rates, which will fuel a recovery in capital spending in 2014 and through 2015, IHS said. PV producers are expected to spend in the region of $3.3 billion on expanding capacity to meet demand, a 42% increase over 2013 spending and higher than IHS' previous forecast of spending, increasing 37% next year. IHS also expects strong capex increases in 2015, rising 32% from 2014 to reach $4.3 billion, a major upgrade from the market research firm's previous forecast of only 5% growth over 2014. However, IHS continues to believe that the current outsourcing trend is simply a fad, in contrast to rival market research firm NPD SolarBuzz. China-based PV module manufacturers have adopted outsourcing while limiting capital spending to meet strong demand from China, Japan and the US. Yingli Green, for example, remains on track to ship around 1 gigawatt of modules above its own internal nameplate capacity in 2013. Chinese banks have also restricted lines of credit to many manufacturers during the EU anti-dumping investigation, limiting firms' ability to increase capacity to meet demand, such as China Sunergy. Bond defaults from Suntech Power Holdings and LDK Solar are expected to impact the ability of other producers to tap US capital markets at competitive rates in the future. This could potentially limit a firm's ability to add significant new capacity in the near term, and therefore will continue the outsourcing trend. And finally, the largest mega solar plant built in Japan to date has gone online in Kagoshima, on the southern Japanese island of Kyushu. The 70-megawatt project was supplied with panels made by Japanese ceramics and electronics company Kyocera. Around 27 billion yen, $275 million has been invested in the project by Kyocera and other major Japanese financial institutions. Power generated is expected to total around 78,800 megawatt hours per year, approximately equivalent to the annual energy use of 22,000 average households. German manufacturer SMA supplied the central inverters and monitoring systems for the Kagoshima project, having established a sales and service arm in Tokyo at the beginning of 2013. SMA became the first non-Japanese inverter manufacturer to receive JET certification for its Sunny Boy inverters for the residential market. The company claims that although JET certification is not required for utility-scale solar, the inverters used on the Kagoshima plant underwent the same rigorous testing. The plant went online at the beginning of this month, using around 290,000 Kyocera panels. And that's all for this newscast. Be sure to join us again next Tuesday, and in the meantime you can keep up to date with all the very latest news via our website and our Twitter feed. Thanks for watching.